Intelligence, a powerful movie that's making airwaves. We will come back to that, but we're going to continue our discussion shortly. Yes, Mr. ANKRAH.
Yes.
We were making a very good point in terms of people trying to really be stigmatized with that paper certificate that they have. Now, I've seen people that have stayed at home for like 5 years still looking for a job. Are there alternatives that they can do?
Why aren't there alternatives? You see, the reason why such people are still stuck at home is because they're only following the pathway that their mind has been programmed to think. Because all what they've been made to believe, and they have accepted it within their spirit is that, and in their mind is that, I can only be successful when I get this job, which is linked to the particular study I have done. But truth is, there is no employee that can live a fulfilling life that they want to live. You can also be an employer, but it's down to you and your mindset.
But people will tell you, look at you. You are there already and you are just talking. You think it's easy. That's what people downplay it.
Yes. It is never easy. And if people have been listening right from the very beginning of the discussion, that's why we said, you know what, there is no achiever who has attained a particular feat in life at the moment who didn't start from somewhere, the basics, who didn't go through the rigorous and strenuous processes of trying to attain where they have reached at the moment. It is never easy, and none of these will tell you it is easy. It is a long process that involves a lot. It is a process that demands a lot of commitment, a lot of, ups and downs. You meet them. It's not that nobody's saying that we're there. No, we're not there. As you rightly said, you've just begun what you're doing. Although people may see you now, oh, you're doing great. Also, when you put on your award, you broadcast your award, you see lots of people commenting,
yes.
giving you, that's what they may think, oh, no. It's there. But you...
It's been sleepless night behind the scenes.
Exactly. And you know that even it's just the beginning, because there are greater, dimensions you want to go.
Because you've set the goals, isn't it? And you know where you are.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, so such people as you're talking about, they just have to broaden their thoughts, their mindset. Is there anything that I am capable of doing? I read about a certain woman, I think Amy Dawn here in Kenya, who was a teacher, and she wanted, to break out of the pattern. She believed that there's so much she wanted to be her own self, where she can also offer her services to others, to benefit others, and yet making her financially independent and living the life that she wants to live. And so she said that, it was recommended to her at the time that Botswana was the best place to realize her dream. So she packed out of teaching in her hometown of Kenya and then traveled to Botswana. For all this while, when she went there, it was not as she had been told and believed. So she had to struggle. The little investment or the little savings she had made, she had to spend it for the first 4 months. And now she found herself on the street struggling. And then one day she was walking past a swimming pool, which used to be for the public, but it was not being operated anymore. And an idea crept into her mind. She went to see the owner of the place, and she said she wanted to, learn, because it dawned on her that if I can learn to swim, and I can offer lessons for those who want to swim. So that's what she came to, and then she went to the owner, because the thing was not being used. So when when she explained to her that she wants to make use of the facility. The man asked her, she wasn't a swimmer, she had no idea, but she said, yes, first I want to learn to do this, and then I will now offer the service for others, and then she was told, and then you will have to pay something when it gets to that level. And lo and behold, she got people who helped her to learn to swim. She said she took about 4 months to master it.
Wow.
And then from there, because she was determined in what she wanted to do, she was passionate about it. That is it. got it, you ain't gonna get there. That is, so she was passionate about it, and within 4 months she managed to become an expert. So now she started advertising and offering the service, bringing the dead facility back to life.
Wow.
And now it became a business that grew, and she is into different diverse things, helping the masses over there. I mean, she has lived the dream she wanted to.
Wow, wow.
Look at that. Is there somebody who is teaching, I think, history or something? I mean, like that. Look at that. And translating from that. I mean, if she said, "Oh, I'm programmed to teach," that's what. But she had a dream and a passion in her heart. Now, no, this is not it. There is more I can do. That can do spirit.
Yeah.
It's what will be able to propel you from that comfort zone.
Exactly. Because what you are telling me now, sometimes you can be in the teaching field, but you can make a transition within the teaching field and turn your life around.
Of course. I know people who obviously we've been teaching. I know people who were into teaching, and that's what here in the UK I'm talking about. This friend of mine, he was teaching, but he was just thinking passionately about, something, because my life is not bent, just down to teaching. And now he decided to, go into, in a very practical manner, on a small scale, into this sort of, international mobile, phone cars. Just to be, getting that one after teaching. He will be doing something, be selling some of that. Now, he had progressed from there, and he had actually, left the teaching field. And he now is operating this communication. I've gotten a very big one. It's just affecting the masses. It's down in Nigeria now. He's so big in what he's doing. And when he found out, his heart is overjoyed because he had found his passion. Not necessarily that he was not a good teacher. He was making good money from it, but that money could only go as far as he.
Sometimes it's for paying bills, my brother.
That is why he is. Sometimes
and going for meals with your family.
That is
then it's finished.
That's all much food is wondering, thinking about how am I going to go this way, especially if you got big families. How long am I going to save from this income to be able to take the family to a holiday? But when you own your own life, the truth of the matter is, it will always be the case that only a few percentage of the population will own their own life. But everybody can own their own life.
Yes.
It is down to you to say to yourself and determine, do I want to be part of the 5%? That's what researchers say, that the 5% are those who are commanding the finances of the system, and 95% are basically trailers. They are following. They are in debt, basically. So you've got to tell yourself, do I want to be part of the 95% or I want to be part of you, and you will be able to be part of the 5%. Yes. It's all down to your mind and the way you go about, reconditioning it to be able to get into that particular destination you would so much dream of.
It's very interesting, isn't it?
Very interesting.
It's very, very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Many people, look, I know some people, see, that particular, the mind, you see, the determining factor. My head pastor,
I like the mind. I like the mind.
Yeah, he is an expert. My head pastor is an expert in the mind. He's a medical sociologist. And he specialized in the state of the mind. You see, the mind is what actually, regulates your very being. Whatever you are doing is your mind. It's done your mind. I've got somebody, and that's the reason why you will see people when the environment is very important. The environment can actually influence our abilities, our being able to pursue our dream, be able to do different things. You are very much influenced by the environment as well. But there are some people, when the mind is conditioned in a particular way, even when they are translated from an environment of nothing to an environment of something, they still live with a mindset of nothing.
Yes, exactly.
You see, that's what I'm saying. When they are translated from that environment of nothing to an environment of something, with that mindset of nothing, they still live with a mindset of nothing in the environment of something. I know somebody from somewhere back in Africa, even in this country, a very brilliant person, who I know has got what it takes to be able to do things. Now, she will say, I think it's okay. It's okay for me. I think there's no point in me if I think all these stress, just too much of a stress. I just have to be comfortable with what I have.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
But that is it.
If I can get what I will eat.
That is it.
But that one, I think, one is a poverty mindset. Secondly, it is how do I call it? A selfish mindset.
Yes.
Because for you, somebody have been able to establish something for you to earn something out of it. What are you leaving to your children and your children's children? Yes. I was telling somebody, Paris Hilton hasn't done nothing much to earn to be heiress to Hilton Hotel. It was the great-great-grandfather that made the decision in 18th or 19th century that I'm going to build this small hotel. He started in a small state in the US. So you need to, but you know why people don't make that decision?
Yeah.
I was speaking in a school and I was telling them, I'll show them a road that was tarred.
Yes.
I said, when you go for a career, this is what you are going to work on. Somebody has made sure this road is created for you. All you have to do is to wear your suit and go and sit down and trade your hours for money. And I showed them a bush, a very thick bush. And I said, if you want to pursue your dreams, you need to create that road in this bush.
Exactly.
And you and I can see that looking at this bush is it's hard work.
Definitely.
And that's what people don't want to do.
Yes.
Because you are going to create that road in that bush.
Yes.
Where are you going to start from? Are you going to start weeding? How are you going to cut down the trees? Sometimes you don't even have the machines to cut down the trees. You need to start with your cutlass.
Exactly.
And how long will a cutlass take you to cut one tree? It's the mindset. Your mindset that no matter what, I am going to create this path. And you know what happens? When people see that you have started,
yes,
and diligently,
yes,
every day, you have devoted 5 hours a day, cutting those trees, reading, creating that path, creating. People will pass and they will ask, what do you want to achieve? Yes. You say, I want to create this road to this destination. Then somebody says, this destination, I really want to get there as well. Exactly. I will come and help you for us to get there. Then people start investing in you.
Exactly.
People need to change their mindset.
That is it. That is all.
There is nothing impossible. I was reading, I like giving this guy's example. This guy is from Malawi.
Yes.
He's called William Kwakwemba. This boy built, how do you call it? You know, the turbine that generated electricity for his village out of junk. He went to the refuse dump, got bicycle, you know, the metal round case. He got some wood, got some electrical wires. The mom told her, you are mad, my son. Definitely, what do you want to achieve? Because the guy went to the local village library and he realized that you can build electricity out of turbines. And he realized that I can use these bicycles that people have dumped in the refuse dump to do it. Now, as I'm telling you now, to make a long story short, this guy probably, I think he's just finished his university in the States. Somebody blogged about what he has achieved, and this boy has been flying.
Of course.
He's been flying. He is no more the village boy. He's now flying first class. This guy is speaking all over the world. He has had scholarship to go to university. And listen, this is passion.
That's passion.
Passion built. And you know what? When he started, he built it in his house, and the whole village were coming to charge their phones.
You see?
And he connected the whole village.
Look at that.
Very interesting. Out of nowhere.
Yes.
Out of nowhere.
Yes.
That is building a dream out of nothing. So sometimes we want to get things flashy. No! Start with what you have.
Of course.
I tell people, start with what you have in your hands. That's what you have control over.
Exactly.
What you are waiting for, you don't have control.
Definitely.
They can decide not to give it to you.
Exactly.
We have a long way to go.
Definitely, a long way to go. And definitely we have a long way to go. But it is still achievable if those who are steering us will be able to steer us in the right direction with the right mindset. The thing is, most of what is happening, especially those from our backgrounds, is all down to whatever we are being fed with. And as I rarely said, you say you are who you are. As you think, the way you think in your heart, that's what you are. And that's exactly what it is. So if you've been taught that, and it's been inculcated into your mind that, you know what, the best you can do is you'll be able to, finish your education. If you're able to finish the education to the university level, that's great. You know, this job, pursue it in that field. I remember some time ago, we were trying to give counsel to somebody, and then the person was going to back home. I was here, but the counsel we were giving, the person was back home. He wanted to go to KUST, and he was qualified to go to KVAS, basically for the program that he did or wherever. That's why he wanted to go anyway. And that's what was given to him or wherever. And now, a particular somebody of influence was saying that the best institution, for you to become a better person in life, back home in Ghana, you go to the school, you got to go, it's KUST or Legon. Look at that. No. You see, and that's it. This person is a person of influence. You see, and then he was saying that KVAS is for teaching.
Yes.
Look at that. And the teaching is this country, when somebody who is a teacher, there is no profession that is underestimated here.
Yes.
But the mind, it's all down to the mind. It's all down to the mind. And so I know people who have finished uni, they back home and all that, they're waiting for them to be ushered into that particular, pathway that they studied. It's not happening. But they can't think out of the box to dream dreams, to be able to cause them to create things which will even benefit others. It's not happening. All of them are stuck there waiting for somebody to propel them into that particular, soul direction that they're looking for.
Yes.
If I did accounting there, because I won't be an accountant, that is all. They can't think out of the box. And now you will always find excuses saying that if I want to do something different, I need the finances. The finances are not there. But the example that you just gave, just take the step. There is a statement that we normally, it's always said that a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a step. But I like it, put this way, which, this Ibrahim Keasati just put it this way. It says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one significant step.
Yes.
It's not any step that you take that way.
Yes.
But that significant step, if you take it, it's just like this, the analogy of this bush and that already tarred road. Yes. If you take it, you will see who are those. Yes. You don't need that finance, that resource you think will be overwhelming, and so will cause you to, relent on your dreams. You don't need that. All what you need is the passion. First the dream, and the passion to do it.
Yes.
And start to take the step.
And don't think too much.
Of course.
People want to see the dream through their mind till the end.
Exactly.
No.
It doesn't happen like that.
Think about today. Short-term goals. Exactly. Don't have your long-term goals, but think about short-term goals. I will tell people that the lamp of the car sees you about 20 meters ahead.
Yes.
At any point in time. Yes. But it can take you to 1,000 miles.
Exactly. Exactly.
So don't think too much.
Yes.
Think 20 meters. Think short term. Before you realize you've crossed that 20 meters, you go to the next one. Consistently, that light will take you to that 1,000 miles journey.
Of course.
So start today with that your small dream in your corner.
Yes.
Start building it.
Yes.
I always tell people, before I used to talk too much. Now I don't.
Yes.
I make my hard work pay. Do the talking.
Exactly.
Keep your head down.
Exactly.
Consistency. Do you know how long it will take you to get your 1,000-mile journey? It is consistency.
That's it.
It's not about taking 2 steps today and going to sleep 3 days. No. Consistency of your steps will bridge the gap faster than anything.
That is it.
And this is what people don't get.
Of course.
People think, though it's difficult, but it's achievable.
Yes.
Now, divine intelligence. Let's come to divine intelligence. what gave birth to divine intelligence? For all those of you that don't know, Mr. Sam ANKRAH is the brain behind the movie Divine Intelligence, that is making serious airwaves, that is really changing the mindsets of pastors. And trust me, you need to watch this movie. What came into your mind to make that movie?
You know what? It is all this passion we're talking about, the entrepreneurial, ambition and skills within us. It all started with the idea of the story. Before you be able to come to any film wherever, you need to have the story. So we wrote the story based on, and the thing about this particular movie is that it's based on real life experiences, and that's what makes it so unique. And so when we came out with the story, the intent was not to make the movie ourselves, but to actually, obviously sell the script to filmmakers to do it. But then all along the line, then we got to this as well. You see that the mind started working. So something was dropped in our spirit by what we do. By God, that you have to do it yourself, because you got what it takes to do it. And now it was always dropping in my soul that the power of what you got in your hands. That is it. So then we looked at the power of what you got in your hands, and now we decided to go ahead with the project. But looking at the financial involvement, everything about it, because as you write
it can stop you there.
Of course. That is a detractor, a major detractor. It will stop you there. And not that only, in an effort to pursue your dreams, you will meet all what we call the Sambalat and the Tobias.
Oh, yes.
Those who will be discouraged, who will be obstructed. Who will definitely let you, as you were saying, some people can't, pursue the dream with passion.
Yes.
But these are there, but they are there not to, they are actually, if you are one who pursue your dream with passion, you know that these are there to be able to cause you to even be more passionate about your dreams. Yes. If you don't encounter these people, you may think that, oh, everything is yonky-dory, follow through like that. And it will always not the case, because no good dream is achieved on a silver platter. And so we went about it this way. Now we're looking at how am I going to hire all these actors and actresses involved, the script. It's an expensive process.
Yes, it's an expensive process. I know.
Yes, just, and then, there were those who doubted the reality. Look at you see this person is an engineer, is a teacher, he's in the ministry. Your format, pathway, the things that you do.
They define you.
Yeah, you'll be defined. Yeah, you'll be defined. But what you're.
And do you know what? They know your weakness more than your strength.
Of course, that is it. So some people may not want to buy into it, but those, as you said, when you begin it with all the passion. You see that along the way, when people buy into that particular dream of yours, you will be drawing them by reason of your passion and the step that you've taken. And that's what happens with that. So, you know what? So we decided if that's okay, then we will invest into the lives of the actor, because of the nature we want of what we can't hire the established actors straight away to do it because of the way the process. We have to invest in the lives of the audition. To get some of the cast, most of them through audition, will be able to perform the roles as they should. And trust me, those that actually cast in the various roles, you won't say that. Some of these are, most of them are amateurs.
Yes.
You will say that because nobody watches the film. Those who have watched, you don't say that none of these is an amateur. You say that yes, established actors, and that's the passion where they want.
Giving opportunity to people as well.
Of course, that is it. And that is all about. You see, when you have a dream, the dream, what you've got to know about is not about yourself.
It's about people.
It's about people, because it's got to be beneficial to mankind. That's all. What you as an individual, how much can you eat? How much can you work? How much can you? How much can you enjoy? Unless you are that selfish person that you talk about. We've got that selfish mentality, and you will die and leave everything as it is. Any dream, you look at the great achievers. Whatever we are enjoying here, even we sitting here. Those who created these microphones and everything, these computers that you see over here, was it for their use?
No.
No. Ultimately, we all benefited from them.
Exactly.
So, dream carriers are those who impact on life positively. Yes. So, whatever you're doing, it must have an influence on life. It must change a particular course of life. And that is what we did with the life of people in the film and with the film itself, because its content is actually, some mind-boggling.
Wow.
And so we went, and as we found the difficulties, those challenges were met along the way. The financial challenges were met along the way because those who saw how passionate we were decided to be part of it.
Your passion is like a magnet. It will attract people.
Exactly. And even those who initially were trying to play down on the dream, when they saw that the dream had become a reality, now they regret it because they so much want to be part of it, but it's just too late.
It's just too late.
That's the interesting thing about it. And can you believe that it took us a very long time? This dream started, the actual birth of this dream started in the year 2009. That was when the actual dream was birthed. And the significant step was taken in the year 2010 to achieve this dream. Now the film only got, out in the year, just this year. Can you look at the time frame? The challenges.
That is doing it with scarce resources.
Yes.
But the time doesn't matter because at the end of the day you are there.
Exactly.
And that's what people don't understand.
Exactly.
I was telling somebody, I said masters can take a year. But some of us, it can take 2 years.
Of course.
Because what? Resources is not there.
Exactly.
So when you don't have resources, you need to be patient.
Exactly.
And build it over time.
Over time, yes. Build it over time.
So now what is the next step for divine intelligence?
The next step for divine intelligence is being screened. It's already been premiered in Odeon Cinema. It's been shown at the European Cinema in Crystal Palace. Now it's being shown again by popular demand because people just can't have any less of it, and so we're showing it again at Wood Green, the Dominion Center, in Wood Green. It's a popular center that people know. The Dominion Center.
I think I spoke there last year, last month on the Yes Conference.
Oh yes, that conference. Definitely. That's the venue. It's being shown there. So we just call on all and sundry to be there. It's happening on the 24th of September. That's next week Saturday at 6 p.m. That's when the screening is taking place. But you need to see this film. Trust me, the film, a debut film of its nature, has received 9 good nominations of the prestigious BAFTA awards in the UK.
Wow,
you know what?
Wow.
It is just
that is a great step.
Exactly. And that is why, you see, taking time to build the dream to its ultimate end will really, it will show when you reach the destination.
Yes.
And this is some of the testimony that is happening with the spread of the film at the moment. And the British, the British Board of Film Classification actually classified it that it is good for public viewing in the UK.
Wow.
It's not all films that independent filmmakers do go through that process. It's a rigorous and expensive process.
Yes.
But we got it now. It is because once the content, this can affect lives possibly. It can entertain, highly entertaining.
Wow.
But then you will learn something out of it. And that's why when people watch it, they are still glued to their seat. When we showed it at Crystal Palace, some people could, after the show, they were still stuck there. They don't want to move. When one particular journalist was asking them why they were still stuck there, they said they want to see a piece, 2 of the film there and there because they want to. They are determining what should. Because they were just engulfed in it.
Wow. I've got somebody that texted me. He said, are there going to be free tickets for listeners?
Oh,
maybe about 1 or 2.
Yeah, that one we can
for the Wood Green one.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, you can call. You can call in to get a free ticket. If you are listening to us.
Yes.
Yes. Just or you can text. Yes, on 0753966 1744. Please call in now. And get a free ticket for the show. Our time is almost fast spent. Yes, so divine intelligence is really making airways. When is it going to Ghana?
Yeah, very soon we're working on that. And even as I'm speaking to you now, I hope, when I'll go to my emails and see what has come up with. Yes, so, they are passionate. We've been receiving messages, not even now, it started, when is it coming, because they want to see it over there. And even in Nigeria as well. And other parts, South Africa and everywhere, it will definitely go there because people are passionate, they know about it, they want to see it. Because the thing about the film too is that it's a multi-cast, multinational cast. It's not just about you see Ghanaians in there, you see English people people in there, see Caribbeans in there, see South Africans in there, Sierra Leoneans, Nigerians. I mean, it's a mixture of all these. So it's so interesting.
So yeah, it's a film of United Nations.
Exactly, United Nations. You're right. That's the beauty of it, and it is a must-watch. A very, very interesting. When you watch it, you know, in fact, you will be entertained and you will learn something different. And the good thing about, you see, going back with that, there's one particular is cast in a star in the film, a white lady. The role, just going back to our dream pursuit, you know, the role that she was meant